What's up, Rams? I'm Maddie Warren here at Ram Field with Tara Barrio, where the Rams just beat the UNC Bears 11-3 in 6 innings. Now, it's way different than the game was the last time that they played the Bears because it went into extra innings, and the fact that they finished it an inning early kind of says a lot about the Rams' bats. But what did you see that was different from the team today versus the first time they played UNC?
They just came out attacking way faster this game. Especially, they came out in the bottom of the second inning with Ashley Ruiz leading that rally for the Rams, and then Buchanan following shortly behind with that double to score Ruiz for the first run, to score that tieless score. But one thing I definitely noticed for the Rams is they had a really hard time laying off that rise ball. I could see it coming in, and they just, every time they saw it, they just kind of kept going for it, and they weren't staying back from it.
Yeah, exactly. And it took them until about the 4th inning, I would say, to really start laying off that pitch, which is why it took them a little bit longer to extend that lead to a point where they could roll them out and get out an inning early. But yeah, like you said, when the ball's up around the eyes, it looks way, way better than it actually is. And the UNC pitcher was really betting on that rise ball. And then the second that stopped working for him, the Rams just came through with the bats way stronger than they started off the game.
Yeah, and the Rams have definitely always been known for their power, too. They're always hitting a home run in every game, especially Tara Shadoway hitting her 11th home run this game. But something that I definitely noticed today is there was more base hits than anything. Haley Donaldson, Ashley Ruiz, Tara Shadowin, Karina Gamboa, they were all very consistent with just making sure they were getting on base. They weren't too worried about hitting doubles or triples. They just knew that I just need to get the ball in play, and that's all I really need to do.
Absolutely, and we saw a lot of switching within the order, which we haven't seen before, which is very interesting looking at the winning streak that they're on. They just docked their 34th win this season. And they switched up their batting order, which if it's not broken, don't fix it, yet it still happened to work for them today. But yeah, we've seen them, swinging for the fences because we know that that's what they're capable of. But they were much more strategic in where they were placing the ball. I mean, we saw a lot of balls fall in shallow center field, right in between the shortstop and the center fielder today. And that was really kind of the name of the game for the Rams. They really capitalized on those base hits, and they were running. They were letting everything drop in their favor.
And I'm definitely going to give props to Taylor Gilmore today. I mean, she held the Bears to only 6 hits and 3 runs. She was dominant in the circle. That changeup, you could tell, was really killing the Bears today. That's definitely her go-to pitch, I've noticed.
Yeah, absolutely, and that got them out of a lot of binds. I mean, there were a couple of bases loaded binds that the Rams were able to get out of because of that changeup. And we saw the Bears, they weren't not putting pressure on the Rams and on Taylor Gilmore. And so the fact that she was able to stay strong in the circle, the fact that her coaching staff had enough faith in her to keep her in that circle the entire game, I mean, they saw her rise to the pressure, and she really performed well against it.
Yeah, and I mean, I will give it to the Bears. They are an 11-34 team as of today, and they are playing against the number 1 team in the Mountain West Conference, their record's now 34-6. When you come and you play a team like this, you know you have to rise up. You know that, hey, like, this is the number 1 team in the Mountain West. They are running over every team that they play. They've won 6 straight series in the Mountain West these past 6 series that they've had. So they're like, their game plan today was, we've got to get the ball in play, and we have to be on fire.
Yeah, and with a 3-11 loss, it doesn't usually bode that well for the losing team. It never looks great when you come out losing a game in a run roll.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were able to play the Rams to extra innings the last time they played them, the fact that they were able to put runners on base and put the pressure on the Rams for this game really says a lot about them and rising up to the occasion. And their record doesn't really do them justice because they were able to put those runners in scoring position, just not able to capitalize on it. But the Rams, again, were just able to stick with them and stick with that pressure and perform really, really well.
Yeah, and let's not forget, the Rams didn't really start getting into the rally until about the 5th inning. So they did a really good job of holding them until the 5th inning. And then they capitalized with 3 runs themselves. So I will have to give props to them. I mean, of course, the Rams did unroll them, but
yeah, absolutely.
They did good. Yeah. Alrighty, well, that is all we have for you today, but the Rams will play this weekend in a 3-game series against the San Diego State Aztecs starting on Friday here at the Rams Field starting at 4 p.m. I'm Tara Barrio.
And I'm Maddie Warren, and we'll catch you soon, Rams.